Investigators hope it will get them closer to catching a serial killer.
Forensic scientists have now identified 2 more of the 11 women found buried on the Albuquerque West Mesa. What seemed so unlikely months ago is now almost done. There is only one unidentified victim left. Here's News 13's Maria Medina.
Dick, so far all the women identified led risky lifestyles. All but one were from New Mexico, and all were mixed up with drugs and prostitution, including Evelyn Salazar and Virginia Cloven, the latest women to be identified.
I asked them if they were sure.
Robert Cloven never stopped hoping.
You don't want to believe your child's dead.
Even when police dug up 11 bodies out on Albuquerque's West Mesa.
My God, that is sad. So many victims up there, and nobody knows who they are. And our daughter's missing since 2004, and Lord help us, we hope she ain't one of them.
But Virginia Cloven was. He last spoke to his daughter in 2004. It's the same year Evelyn Salazar disappeared. Salazar told relatives she was going to a park for an hour with her 15-year-old cousin, Jamie Barella, but they never returned. Police say Cloven and Salazar were involved in drugs and prostitution. An investigator on the case who didn't want to be named says identifying them now gives them a better profile of the West Mesa victims and what type of women the killer targeted. Clues that eventually could lead to him.
This is Virginia here.
Cloven says his daughter took a wrong turn after her brother's murder and ended up on the streets.
Before that, she was a loving kid. I mean, she was the politest person you ever met.
But no matter what, she always called him. So when his phone stopped ringing in 2004...
It's a phone number for the police for missing persons.
He didn't stop calling police, hoping they'd find his daughter. Now he says he hopes police will find her killer.
There's nothing that's going to ever bring her back, but we would like to see the guy punished, and that's all we can hope for.
And there is still one more victim to be identified. Police say that should happen soon. We asked investigators if they think Salazar's cousin, Jamie Barella, could be the 11th victim. Police told us they have not ruled that out yet, but they're looking at other women too. Back to you.
All right, Maria, both Salazar and Cloven were identified through DNA. The others were identified through dental records. Police say they still do not have a prime suspect in this case.
But they do say that tracing Selenia Edwards' last steps could lead them to a break in the case. Investigators identified her last week. She was the only victim not from New Mexico. Edwards ran away from her foster home in Lawton, Oklahoma in 2003 at the age of 15. We spoke with her cousin who lives in Houston, where Edwards was born. She had a message for the killer.
Only thing I can say is God bless your soul, and I hope that you don't have kids, and I hope they don't grow up to be like you, and I hope your soul burns in hell, because you have to be a very sick, psychotic person to do something like that to a child.
Edwards' family says Selenia has no ties to New Mexico.